Yo, what's going on, peeps? How we doing tonight?
Yo.
We got Clutch, we got Bo, and I am Hazy. How we doing? This is the 17th episode of the Streamer's Paradise podcast. Welcome on in. What's going on, boys?
What's going on?
What's up?
Not much.
How's everybody doing?
I've been scrolling through fucking the news today, looking at different shit, and the Amber Heard Johnny Depp thing happened, huh? Fucking. So what exactly even was the result? One got hit for 15, and the other got hit for 2. So it's like, what is it? A $13 million deficit or something? Like, so.
Yeah.
Do you have to actually pay the $2 million? Like, does she have to make the transaction?
Just like wouldn't you just like subtract the difference? Like, yeah, just give me 13. Like, why we like give you 2 to give me 2 back?
But is that how it works?
Oh, I don't.
Or do you have
it
to
would
pay?
make sense for it to work that way.
I would assume it's all going to come out of Amber's pocket, right? Like attorneys will get paid out of her pocket, all right? And would like, why would Depp like cut a check just to then have to go cash a check?
Suppose she
Doesn't
didn't
make
got the
sense.
money.
Mad Mister 24, what's up? Good to have you. Tezzy, first time chatter. Grimes 85, first time chats. Love to have you guys. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate that. Welcome in if you're first time here. We don't normally pay too close attention to chat, but today we are going to be talking with chat. We're going to be messing with different YouTube videos, different topics. What do you guys think about the Amber Heard Johnny Depp debacle? Because he's apparently, what did they say? Is it innocent? Or he was defamed, right?
Yeah, so he.
Yeah, if I remember correct.
Go ahead, Clutch, what?
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say he technically won the case. So basically, Amber Heard, from all her statements and everything that she said through her testimony, ended up being fake. At the end of the day, they knew she was talking about Johnny Depp in that op-ed. She denied it at first, and then she said it like many a times in that fucking court. It was ridiculous seeing that shit. But yeah, Johnny Depp was proven innocent. He didn't do none of that. They had no solid evidence, none whatsoever. So.
That's scary.
If what I read is right or makes sense, the $2 million from Depp is actually because of his attorney saying something, not him. Something his attorney said.
Okay.
So I don't know if that makes any sense. To be honest, I really didn't pay too much attention to this whole trial. I just really cared about the outcome. I just want to know the answer.
Do you think now they come back with like
that.
a fucking ultra Pirates of the Caribbean? I mean,
No, he said like,
I
he
know
ain't
what he
touching that
said,
shit.
but that doesn't change the fact that this movie will be gigantic after this. I just want to shout out a couple of peeps real quick. Deadly, Ghost TTV, Splice, 3 miles per hour, Collateral, Revenge, Munchie, Indecent, Dented Dig. How do I say that? How do you say it? Spartan. It's all good, man. Money Wave, thank you guys for being here. Stoner, good to have you. In 2016, Amber said, I'm sorry, I'll read it to myself. Go ahead.
No, I was just literally gonna read that same exact comment you was reading about, the $7 million that he donated to charity. She said it under oath in that other case in the UK, and it turned out in this case she still hasn't donated it at all. That was a crazy lie right there.
So wait, hold on. She testified under oath in the UK that she actually gonna miss Hazy watching the case on stream. So,
$7 million to both. I think it was 2 different organizations, but 3.5 each, to total $7 million, and that's what she won supposedly from that case in the UK. She didn't want none of the money; was going to donate it to that, and she said it in interviews and whatnot, and they had proof of it. But then this Johnny Depp team, shout out to Camille Vasquez, she was a fucking real one. She was a real lawyer. Yeah, pretty much told her on the stand. They had, I think, the people from the organization said that Amber Heard never paid them the money. And that, and then when they had Amber Heard on the stand, talking about if you did donate the money. She kept saying, I pledged the money. I pledged it. It's like a crazy like TikTok video about it. It was so ridiculous. She kept avoiding the question of trying to answer. Camille was on the spot saying, I didn't ask if you pledged the money. I asked if you donated the money. And then she said, yes, I pledged the money. And then, yes, I pledged. It is a difference. It's solid a difference. She just kept avoiding that question. She said, yes, I pledged the money. And yeah, it was a crazy situation, bro.
I would say that all of his accomplishments were kind of thrown away, but at the same time, you have to say, like, there's no way he was completely innocent, right? Like, there has to have been some kind of something there, right? Like, I mean, I can't say for sure. Nobody can, but there's no way that they were both freaking innocent in this or guilty,
Just
right? Like,
yeah,
just toxic mess. They got
Did you see that video of him like smashing the cabinets? Did you see that?
Yeah, but that's not something that's not even crazy, man. Like, dude is having a fit. Like, yeah, okay, it's silly, but it's not like he isn't. Like, you can tell.
Some cabinets, not her face.
You can tell that she is not worried. She's like, well, what? Was she talking in a calm voice? If I started slamming stuff like that, like, the people around me are gonna get quiet. They're not gonna talk to me calmly. You know what I mean? They're gonna be like, what the fuck? You know? They're not gonna think about that though, you know? That was a really calm way of talking.
It wasn't that much of a bad video, and that was low-key like her best evidence in a way, you know? She had nothing else against that, other than like one little text message that I saw. But it was like...
Did anybody see her statement after the fact? What did she say? She said something about being heartbroken or something, right? Next Gen friend, thank you so much for the resubscription, man. 7 months. Appreciate you. Can we get a shout out for the man himself right there? Did anybody see that?
I like how they brought that TMZ guy to confirm that she was the one that leaked the video to them.
I don't think that he didn't confirm it, though. He only said that the only plausible way it could have happened was... right, because of her giving it to them.
Yeah, he received it 15 minutes before it was published. Basically, is what happened, and he I guess they didn't know the source. Yes, but then he basically said that in order for you to be able to receive it in that time frame, it could only come directly from the source, which is basically her because she recorded the video. She is the source, you know. So that to me was a crazy testimony as well. And his clap back at that poor lawyer, that fucking Amber Heard. Those lawyers, bro, like, imagine having to defend this type of case. Like, I feel like they did the best they could, I guess, you know?
A lot of the shit that Depp said, I just chuckled at, like, when being questioned.
So Depp wins 15 million. Hold on. Let me see what I'm doing here. Where did it go? All right, let's see what she's saying here.
It is a setback. It sets back the clock to a time when a woman who's proportionate power, influence, and sway of my ex-husband.
So this is what she had to say.
I'm heartbroken that the mountain of evidence still was not enough to stand up to the disproportionate power, influence, and sway of my ex-husband. I'm even more disappointed with what this verdict means for other women. It is a setback. It sets back the clock to a time when a woman who spoke up and spoke out could be publicly shamed and humiliated. It sets back the idea that violence against women is to be taken seriously. She goes on to say, I believe Johnny's attorney succeeded in getting the jury to overlook the key issue of freedom of speech and ignore evidence that was so conclusive that he won in the UK. I'm sad I lost this case, but I am sadder still that I seem to have lost a right that I thought I had as an...
He did or didn't win in the UK?
No.
Do we know if he won or didn't win?
I think she won. No, I think she won because I do remember them saying something about him being able to appeal that case, and they said, I don't know if it's going to happen because of it being two different countries, like what their laws are.
Yo, yeah, Dopey's in chat.
Hey, what up, Dopey?
Dopey, how you doing? What's your opinion of the Amber Heard debacle? I'm going to Google it now, though. if he won over there or not, because I'm not sure.
I don't believe he did. I believe he lost.
I'm not sure, but the way they
but
sounded in what I had seen, it seemed like he had not.
I heard though the reason that he lost is a crazy connection to it too, because that supposedly the judge of that case was crooked, and he was actually, his son was friend of the person that I guess helped make the op-ed of Johnny Depp. So it's a crazy story behind it too. But yeah, try to Google it, see if you can see it, because I know I saw that shit like on TikTok, bro. I low key been heavy on this fucking case. This has been kind of like a lit experience. I like Law and Order and things like that. So like a real life case to me, you know, I like watching it.
Depp sued the parent company that owns The Sun and the newspaper executive editor for calling him a wife beater in 2018, ruled against Depp in 2020, saying the British tabloid had presented substantial evidence to show that Depp was violent against Heard. Johnny Depp spotted in the... Yeah, so he lost the UK? Yeah, Johnny Depp
exactly what I
loses
heard.
the libel case over Sun wife beater claim. Yeah. So he lost it in the UK, wins it in America. But he lost it in the UK. That's interesting though. Like how do you
I
win
think
one and not the other? Like I
I
know it's
think the
different
UK one
countries,
was
but
I think it was a different case though. If I'm not
Oh.
mistaken, like, something not related to the defamation. What's it called?
Defamation, yeah.
I think it was something that happened there, like while they were there.
Yes, something about bringing their dogs. I think they weren't allowed to bring their dogs to like Australia or some shit. I don't know what country it is, or whatever. But I think it was something related to that.
can we shout out Dopey? Dopey, I'm glad you're doing better, man. Happy to have you back involved, brother. It's good to see you. I haven't seen you in a while. That's interesting though that he can lose in one and not the other. But if it was different, then it was different. I can see how it's if it has different points. Then this is obviously going to be huge for his career, right? Like obviously somebody's going to want to make a movie about the case too, right? Like think about the people that are going to come forward about the inner work, like the OJ trial, right? We're gonna see a friggin' mini series about this shit. No, you don't think?
Exclusive interviews with the people one-on-one,
They
revealing
did.
deep dark secrets and whatnot. Like, you know, like
Yeah, like
yeah.
the shit behind the scenes, like what happened when they were on break and on lunch, and what were they talking about, like real time, you know?
Did anybody see that video where one of the policemen grabbed one of Amber Heard's water bottle that she threw out in the garbage?
No.
She threw it out like walking out the courtroom, and she walked out the courtroom, and then you see the police officer come back, like kind of like walking from that door that she exited, and go back to the garbage that she threw out that water bottle and pick the water bottle up. And yeah, I'm
Why?
pretty sure a lot of interviews talked about that. I don't know why though. That's what I'm saying. Like, was he drinking low key at the fucking court? Does everybody suspect that, and they're trying to
I don't
get
know.
proof of this for future scenarios? She might get perjury for this, bro.
Well,
she
so that's another thing. There's actually been a bunch of talk about her potentially fucking getting hit with perjury, jail time for perjury and all that. Could you imagine though if she goes to jail for perjury? Like that would be insane. How do you I mean, I honestly feel bad for her because if she was even hit by him one time, this is unjust. Like yes, she shouldn't have lied. She shouldn't have fucking made it out to be different, but if she was even hit by him once, that's a problem. Yo, Kirchy, what's good, man? Let's get a shout out for Kirchy up in the chat. Kirchy was our guest last week. Hell of an episode. Go check it out on the website or YouTube, whichever you prefer. Yeah, this is like a bizarre thing that the whole country, I mean, I was too captivated by fucking this shit. You know what I mean? Just captivated by it. So perjury charge, but onto something more positive anyway. Fucking Joe Rogan today was talking with this guy Kristen Beck or something, I think his name is called. Kristen Beck. He's got this really fucking cool story about how they're actually making an Iron Man suit. like a legit Iron Man suit.
Well, I think they've been altering it over years now.
Yeah, so he's talking about an early version of it. He's talking about an early
See, I don't
version.
know if he was saying like I don't know if he still works.
No, he's not working on it now. I
Or
don't
is this
think.
like, yeah.
All the top stuff.
Let's hear what he has to
Supposed
say.
to be able to fly?
It's going to do a lot of stuff.
Does it have an exoskeleton, so
Yeah,
it's stronger?
Yeah, it's exo, yeah.
And
it's much stronger. You can carry, 1,000 pounds. You
Yeah.
can do a lot.
I've
all the
seen
guns, all
that
the
stuff.
ammo.
That stuff's wild.
So we're getting there, but if you
So he's talking about being able to have like an exoskeleton on a soldier, basically, is like how it's starting. Nothing powered like Iron Man, but like an exoskeleton of a soldier.
think about that kind of a suit, an exoskeleton, how are you going to move that exoskeleton, those people? So if you had a squad, let's just say you had 12 dudes in those exoskeletons, what airplane are you going to use? What Humvees, what vehicles, how are you going to get these guys around? What boats?
Right,
Like
how heavy are those
changes,
things?
it changes everything.
Right.
They're 1,000 pounds. Yeah,
Jesus
they're huge.
Christ. So you can only get like a couple of those on a plane.
Yeah, maybe 4. I don't know.
Ooh.
But that's one of the issues that we're running into is the fact that if we start going in this direction, we start going to exoskeletons. We have to change everything else.
That makes sense.
So, and when we were doing it, it was like the long pole in the tent for the, and I was on these think tanks, and I was always like the innovator SEAL. I was a weird SEAL. You already know.
So this guy's an ex-Navy SEAL that's talking about a way to like carry extra weight or be able to maneuver certain situations better. But he's saying that these exoskeletons can weigh up to 1,000 pounds, and you can't put them in car. Like how many can you fit in a Humvee, right? How many can a plane carry, right? There's weight limits to that shit. You would imagine anyway, right? There's weight limits to that stuff. You can't just fucking.
Yeah, definitely.
So he's saying that they start with titanium exoskeletons when he was doing on it, and that eventually
Titanium and carbon fiber.
yeah. So they're trying to change it up now, I guess, to the
Nuclear battery.
right. I think that's what he just said.
Joe's like, what the fuck?
Really cool.
Yeah, he really is though. Right here. Here it goes. Look at the look on his face, dude. He's just like, he's looking at it. He's fucking hilarious, man. Look at this. He's like, what?
Yo, on a side note, does he look like he? I don't watch him a lot. Like, does he look like he aged a lot in the past few years?
No, I've been watching him
No, you don't
age for
think
the
so?
last fucking 10 years. He's been doing the podcast or
Yeah.
whatever. So it's been pretty slow for me.
I feel like he looks a lot older.
Really cool.
And what are they powering it with?
What are they
the problem,
powering
was
it
the
with?
long pole
That's
in
the
tent. I kept
problem.
talking to him, and I was working with all the national labs, Pacific Northwest, and all those guys. And nuclear battery was pretty much the only way you can go.
Nuclear
So
battery.
It'd be a little battery about that big.
So just
I've
exactly
never
what
had a
Iron Man
cell phone
uses.
in my pocket.
But we've had those little nuclear batteries since.
Not as
the 60s,
efficient.
So it's no big deal.
But those nuclear batteries, like, how dangerous is it for a human being to be around it?
How dangerous it is to be in the military.
That's true too.
We jump out of airplane at 30,000.
So he's talking about friggin' nuclear batteries and people fucking flying around in Iron Man suits, like actually happening now. They have prototypes, all types of wild shit. Like this is the kind of stuff that's gonna be. And what was that? Did you see the Did you see the hover one of the guy? It's not an Iron Man suit. Like it's not. It doesn't have. Let me actually pull that up because that's something else. The water hover suit.
Oh yeah, that's powered by the water.
No. This one.
Now?
Like a
This
jetpack?
guy. Yeah, this one. This is different. This is fucking actual hover stuff. This isn't powered by water. Look at them. Those are flames.
Oh, okay. No, I thought you were talking about the other ones. I
Like,
did
he's
see
just
that. I
over
do
water
understand
so that
this.
way in case he falls, he doesn't fucking die. But this
just one
guy
way to do
is
it.
flying with hover shit attached to his hands and legs. Maybe not even his legs, just his hands. You must have to have
I think it's his back and
incredible. That's where the gas is on his back.
hands. Okay. Can't see. But yeah, incredible fucking core strength.
Core
Shit.
strength. Oh my god, yeah. You got to be a fucking athlete. He's in a wingsuit as well.
Yeah, that has to play part of it. 'Cause without that shit right there in the bottom.
But he's got to maintain that perfect angle, because if not, Bro, he's either gonna go backwards or really fucking fast forward.
Well, shit, he fucking. I believe he's the one that made this type of shit because he look like he's flying smoothly right now.
Oh, obviously this has been
Yes,
several
it looks like
adaptations.
he's got him on his legs.
No, those are fins or something.
Yeah, his little fins. Yeah.
That's all in his arms.
Those all play an extra part to it too.
Mini turbines, yeah, just jet-powered fists, basically. Like, that's intense, man. That's fucking intense. Like, that to me is something that you can probably see people, like, having as a pastime. Like, eventually this will be a race. Like, people will be racing these fucking things, right?
Yeah, it's nice. It's pretty cool.
I wonder if there's anything else that they've done, like wing testing the. No, I don't see. Yeah, no, I don't see any other like videos about that. But could you imagine being able to fucking fly like that? I would love to be able to fucking fly like that, man. That's a dream. That's Superman right there. That's Superman shit. How much do you think it costs? Estimated cost.
Estimated cost.
Estimated
I couldn't even
cost.
tell you. It's tough because it's not even for sale. Like, there's probably not many of that. Like, if not
10K?
one.
Add two or three zeros to that motherfucker. I'm thinking $500,000 for those things. Jetpack TikTok page.
You think $500,000 for that?
Oh my God, yeah, I think so.
I don't feel like it's like that much equipment to it, you know? Like maybe you're gonna have to. I don't know. Maybe not that high. Definitely in the triple. I mean, six numbers, you know, six figures. 100, 200K maybe.
Google it. See how much it goes for.
What I think it's called. I can see that more like where you can make more revenue is make it like a top golf spot or like, you know, a skydiving spot. Basically, you could like have a big area and just fly that shit and teach you how to fly that shit. That way you can make more money off of that
Let's
shit.
see what this.
You would
guy
need
got.
more than both of those, bro. You would need more than both of those areas. Like,
Let's see what this guy.
you would need so much like space for cushioning if something went.
Look at that shit. Now, see, that's a different one than what we were just looking at.
Oh, yeah.
That looks like
have to be homemade.
That one looks more advanced. $440,000. Dopey said he Googled. I believe it. I believe it. So what are they showing us here, though? I don't get it. Built a homemade jetpack. Oh, this guy built a homemade jetpack. Does it fly?
About to see, I guess.
Flying around like Iron Man.
I want to see this. See if he's flying around like Iron Man.
Oh
or
my
just flying.
God, dude. Look at this shit.
Oh, it's the same shit.
Oh my
It looks
God,
like it,
bro.
right?
That is so badass. I want one. Do they take cash? Yo, you gotta fucking, you gotta reach out to homie and like, look at, so that's exactly what I saw it for initially it was for soldiers to like get to one side of a boat to another. People were doing that. Right here, this is the first place I saw it. This is the first video I ever saw. But that's
crazy.
some wild shit, man. If you saw that and you didn't know, right?
Like, is this motherfucker flying in front of me? Like,
Yeah, it is.
I mean, this is no bullshit. This is like he's just landing. He's just like he's taking off in a boat like that.
I think I've seen
This is
one.
madness, bro. This is the future. This is literally we are in the future. Growing up as a kid, you saw this in movies. It wasn't possible.
You know, put some attachments on that shit, some ammo, whatnot, bro.
See,
You
this is-
unstoppable with that shit, bro. Like,
Here's a homemade one too. He's not flying with it, but
moving shit with it.
Jetpack Doctor. The jetpacks are powered by 1,000 horsepower gas turbines, which can be used by specially trained paramedics. The jetpacks are perfect for rescue missions in remote locations, where an ambulance or a helicopter are impossible to use. This is a jetpack
Yeah.
doctor.
So
The
a
jetpacks are
jetpack
powered by
doctor. So this
1,000
guy is
horsepower gas
trained
turbines, which can be used
to
by
go
specially
rescue you
trained
in a place where a fucking
paramedics.
helicopter can't.
Perfect
That's
for
even
rescue
more
missions in remote
badass.
locations, where an ambulance or a helicopter are impossible to
I'm building the world's first electric jetpack. Like if Tesla made a jetpack, it'd be this. The jetpack is the next step of my personal
Wow.
hovercraft that I made last summer.
What the?
It's basically a
Wow,
giant
that's
camera
dangerous.
file. This new jetpack will include 4 massive
Well, that's
electric
too wild.
fans powered by 8 batteries and high-tech controllers. Yeah, I am already thousands of dollars.
Thousands of dollars in. Hell
I'm not
yeah.
sure I'm gonna get off the ground. But I was reading Morning Brew and I saw an article on a guy who flew hundreds of feet above Los Angeles with a balloon. Also, Morning Brew is free. You can keep up with business and tech news and avoid all that spam. On
Just carry that shit strapped to your back.
Here may be the
Dope.
closest any human has come to flying like a bird.
It's complete
The world's
sarcasm.
first human flight powered by an electric wingsuit.
What? Now there's an electric wing. Oh, that's what we just saw. It's just electric.
He even came up with the idea of what he calls an impeller. A propeller.
An impeller, those
in
things
tube
exist,
shaped
those-
housing. But he wanted it powered sustainably.
Well, I
So
think people will
he
do. I think it's a
teamed up
video
with
right here.
Propellers are for ventilate, like vent systems, like suction
The final
systems and
design
such.
is 2 carbon fiber electric impellers
But-
powered
but
by
I don't-
50-volt lithium batteries.
How do you
Meter controls the
take the
throttle by
body
bending
away?
the left, middle, and ring
What are you
fingers.
talking about? Do
He's also got a release switch for
It's very like the medic.
and there's 2
oh, whoa. I mean, I don't. I think it's for.
I think that's what I mean.
Yeah, that's probably what he means, which is a really good question, like a really good. Yeah, but. Yeah, IRL Valkyrie for real. That's not a joke either. Look at this fucking guy. This person looks scared though, and this one doesn't look like it's as like comfortable, right? Like this one goes straight up and forward, maybe like doesn't have as much control as the ones with the hands. How do you become a test pilot? Like this guy looks like he has so much control over what he's doing. And how are you allowed to do this in Las Vegas or wherever this is? Dubai. Oh, that's why it's Dubai.
And
It's-
that's where they get all the money from.
It's an expo
Dubai.
in Dubai. They can do anything there.
Yo, they do mad crazy shit over there in Dubai.
Man, crazy shit.
Only way to board a moving ship.
Man, dude, this is nuts. I mean, to know like this isn't Iron Man. This is just like hover shit. But Iron Man is totally in the fucking future, and I think that's super cool, bro. I mean, to be honest, I think that's badass. We're on our way.
Technology has grown. Yeah, technology has grown. I remember just seeing jetpacks in San Andreas.
The Rocketeer.
That's
You
all I
remember that
remember.
movie on
So,
Disney Channel, The Rocketeer? Do you remember that?
I never heard of that one. Rocketeer?
Yeah. Anywho,
I do not.
so there's another controversy in the world today. Kim Kardashian is in the headlines again, probably from her own doing, right? What is this controversy even about?
I don't even know because I couldn't find like I had seen something about it. Just people talking about how like Kanye was saying something about the Chicago as well. The other daughter, like the makeup, like the amount of makeup and like how grown they look and how they dress or whatever. So just nonsense, dude. I think it's nonsense.
I'm gonna try and find the picture.
I know. Clutch is more into the
Yeah,
up to date news on some things than more than I am.
I know somewhat.
Did you see it? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Basketball. I haven't been up to it lately, to be honest, but I just know Kanye doesn't like the way how Kim Kardashian is promoting their kid together. You know,
Yeah.
that could be a good example because from what I heard before that was the TikTok video. That is, they have mad TikTok videos together, but I guess
I see
wasn't-
what it is now.
she was acting appropriate or something like that, or to his standards, I guess, and Kanye was just basically saying that he doesn't have no say. The Kardashians, you know, they're all crazy, blah blah. You know, it's
I mean, they
It's a
all
lot
are
of-
crazy.
drama. Yeah, they are.
So this is what
Kinda
it
in a way.
says. It actually says
Okay.
something a little bit different. It says the controversy is surrounded by the fact. So Kim Kardashian's latest revealing photo has fans outraged not because of its sexual nature, but because her 4-year-old daughter was the photographer. The mom of 3 shared a photo on Instagram Thursday of her back while facing a mirror in the photo. Kardashian wears an unclasped bra, black spandex, and she is seen clutching her breasts with her hands. Her reflection, as well as her daughter's North's, can be seen pretty clearly in the mirror. Photo by North. So that's the controversy. She saw her mom's breasts that she was recently feeding on. That is what the fucking controversy is, really.
There was something else I'd seen.
That's the latest one. Then that's crazy. That's a crazy
Yeah,
situation.
I
That's what I'm
didn't care
saying.
about that one.
That's just a ridiculous thing. I mean, obviously the nature of the picture is probably what they're talking about, but isn't there something else to be worried about? You
Yeah,
know?
there should be.
There should be.
There should be.
Has anybody here ever networked on Facebook Twitch groups? Have you done that before, Clutch?
So I mean, like when I first started streaming, I never really took it that serious. I was one of those follower for followers, that person, lurk for lurk, whatever, you know. And so I mainly went there just to be able to like try to start a following, but it never worked in my favor. And but one of the Facebook groups that I ended up eventually taking serious, I found a Discord link to DC basically. So Facebook was kind of the way that got me into Discord, and then I met all y'all from there in a way, you know. So
I've been on Facebook networking and trying to meet people in Discord since forever. And just right in chat, Dopey, I met him on Facebook. I met Splice in Facebook. I can't think off the top if I see any other name that is from Facebook, but there's a lot of people I met from Facebook. But lately, me on Facebook, yeah, you, honey. Doc, Disco, yeah, tons. But it's like, it seems as of right now, there's been, there's like a wall, man. It's been so hard. There's been such an aggressive nature about like community groups, support groups and such, lots of bad press surrounding them. That's why a lot of these groups dissolve under the pressure, because they don't necessarily have the best intentions at first, and then it comes to light, and then drama happens, right? Shit like that goes on. But Facebook has been a dead end lately. There's been nobody there. Like, I am going to every single Facebook group that I can find, trying to find more people to get involved with us and check out and see what we have to offer as a networking community. Right? Because at the end of the day, that's what this is, right? A networking community that has different perks inside the community. And it's just been so hard, man. Twitch groups on Facebook have just been... Does anybody else have experience with them, though? Like, honestly, in chat, anywhere?
I've used one Facebook group when I first started streaming. I couldn't tell you what it was called. I used it for follow. When I first started, it was pointless. I mean, I got 50 followers. Like, you know, I finished up what I needed for followers. Not a single viewer.
I've met some great people that came into the Discord and been huge fucking parts of this place, but there's also, it's just so dead right now, man. And I don't know where else to look to find new people, right? Because we need more people to come in and check this place out in order for other people to network, right? Like it's for the greater good having new people coming in and seeing what this place is about. And if it's for them, they stick around, and then it's good for everyone. So it's like, invite your friends, man. Talk to people, because it's fucking stale out there right now. Like, I feel like I've met the same people 100. I was literally doing a post yesterday, right? 2 days ago, something like that. And somebody's commenting on my post, and I clicked on his name, and I got a whole DM fucking conversation with him. He joined the Discord, right? And then I scroll up even further, and I had talked to him 2 different times trying to get him into the Discord. He's still unaffiliated, right? Still trying to, he's got like 600 followers, right? But he just doesn't want to listen. He doesn't want to come in. He doesn't want to give it a try. I just don't understand that. And I've been running into that a lot lately where it's like people just don't want nothing to do with Discord. It's been tough. It's been tough. They don't know what they're missing.
Sometimes that's the problem, is they just don't know. Not familiar with it.
The benefit.
My very first run-in with Discord actually was for fishing. Like I run these fishing tournaments, right? And it's a nationwide thing, right? So I run the New Jersey ones. And we have other directors in like a bunch of other states. And they were like, you know, one of them was like, "Hey man, you guys should really get on this Discord thing. It's pretty cool because there's so many different ways to structure like the chat, right? You have your own for your state. The directors have their own." And I signed in, and honest to God, that was my first run with Discord, and it was fucking intimidating.
It is an intimidating thing at first.
That's the only thing. Like Facebook is so, you know, everybody's familiar with it. I think like so Facebook is easier in a sense.
No,
So,
it's easier for people, but that doesn't mean that it's the best way either, right? Like Discord is a Twitch streamer's best friend.
Oh, for sure. It's for many things, you know, for networking with other people, but also just for you yourself as a streamer to have a little community, you know, a little place for your community to be at when you're not streaming. Like I think that's one of the biggest and best things. And maybe I'm wrong because, you know, I see some bigger streamers who don't do it, or they have a Discord where the community hangs out. But, you know, as a small streamer, like I don't stream 24/7. I don't think anybody streams 24/7. So how do you keep engaging with people when you're not streaming? I think Discord's one of the easiest ways to do that because it gets very personal. Yeah, people post pictures of their dogs and their cats, and, you know, people are crazy about their pets.
I love my dog. That's Isabel. That's Izzy. Izzy Bell. Mad Mister. I love that you're here because of Mafia Pro Jr. I've known him for a while. Where's he at? Is he sleeping already? Probably, right? I haven't seen Harris Heller's new setup, but
It's pretty dope.
Is it on YouTube? We can check it out. Is it like Nick Merckx or better?
Nick Merckx kind of fire.
It's a different because Nick Merckx is like gaming. Like, I mean, Harris games, but he also is music producer, and it's a slightly different. It's not as like cool. How do I explain it? I don't want to say cool because Nick Merckx is pretty fucking cool, but it's not like it's not as gamer as Nick Merckx. It's more adult, like badass grown up shit.
Back splice.
Not like RGB and shit.
Let's see.
He's got like a music studio and shit in there.
All of his different setups. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. So what does he go? He goes from 2018.
Harris Heller's my hero.
Yeah, he is. 2018, 19. He's a lot of people's hero, man. I hear a lot of people talking about him.
Happy streaming. Happy streaming.
This is where I know most of my like.
He hooked up my Go XLR.
Stream stuff from.
Never heard of him, guys. Fuck him. I feel bad right now.
So let's see what we got.
Never heard of the guy.
Holy shit.
Two videos in here, but I've tried to be really selective about what you've seen before this tour. So really, all you've gotten to see so far is this third of the big room, which is the A-roll section. We did some really specific and interesting things in this area, starting with the walls. I wanted every wall to have a different feel so I could have a bunch of different sets. We started off with a stone wall here that I made for extra texture, so we could have some lights kind of spilling down some shadows. We've got the 18% gray wall over here, which looks blue because we're shining blue lights on it, which is the point of like that specific kind of gray. It kind of absorbs whatever color you throw at it, which makes it great for like B-roll shots and some really cool stuff.
Okay.
We also added this ceiling. We call this ceiling the Inception ceiling. I'm super pumped about how it turned out. When
Why do you have that?
It up there, it was also black, but it was like a glossy black. And I told them, I said, I want this to be a different black. So we painted it.
I don't get
a
it.
different black, and it was worth it. It looks way better now. And then the last touch that I'm really proud of in this room is we added these steel light
What, the
rails
thing on the roof?
that are mounted to the ceiling.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
that
like,
way
is it for
we can have
sound?
all of our lights permanently
Yeah, I
set
think that's
up,
one of
just
those
kind
type
in
of
like a set
soundproof
and
and shit. He
forget
must got like
kind
some
of
extra
mode.
custom
We
made shit. I
have
never seen
up
some shit
there,
like
I wanna
this.
say 4
But
lights.
if I'm not
and
mistaken, it looks like those type of
Blackmagic
shit that could be
top-down
soundproof.
Camera permanently set up, and all I have to do, actually, let me show you. Check this out. All I have to do.
They got some basic ones you could buy. You can
So-
just stamp up
Flip
on
a
your
switch,
walls and whatnot.
and they all
Yeah,
turn
it
on
looks like really gangster ass waffle
and
padding.
back on again.
Yeah, for sure.
He
Except this
custom
one
made like
doesn't.
every
So he's got
fucking
a
layer to
switch.
that
He's
shirt.
got a
Now, on this
switch.
side, we're planning on putting 3 gaming PCs across here. So
He's got a
in the
switch
middle of
on
the
his
day,
wall that turns
you
on
feel
the
like having
camera.
a gaming session. We got everything we need. We're working on getting some like liquid cooled matching PCs for this side. Right now, because we just filmed a music video, it's the snack stand. But it will be the gaming setup soon enough. The whole reason Kenji and I built this house is so that I could build a production studio underneath. Like we built the house for this space, and so we
That's
did a lot of really cool
badass.
stuff to it. Like we increased the ceilings from 8 feet to 10 feet.
I remember
because I
seeing
didn't
them
want it to
record
feel
music for
like a
stream
basement anymore. In the last
stream
place I
beats
was at,
before
they were
this
like
thing was
7.5
even
feet tall.
started. It was
looked
like just
I was a
framed
dude
out.
making videos in a basement. I wanted it to feel more like a studio. And I wanted it to be at the point where no matter
Fucking
where the camera
goals right
faces,
here.
the shot's gonna
Fucking
look good.
goals
So
for
the shot will look
sure.
good pointing at the single gaming setup over here.
And I mean, the
When
only
we
way
get
that
the
you're
3
gonna
gaming PCs over here, we
accumulate
can
this
shoot
kind
that
of a
direction.
following and this
It'll look
kind
good
of
no matter
a
what. I'm super pumped
of
about
success
that.
is to
Moving into the
grind
final
every day,
third
create
of the
content,
big
make
room
something
here,
people
we
want.
have Comrade Square, which is like our
And then, I
R&R
mean, really,
section
you got to go hard
with
on
Smash
this shit.
Bros. And when people are taking breaks.
Super
I always
Smash.
win, by the way. Ryan's never beaten me. You can see we also have our future Smash Bros.
Is that
player
Super
in
Smash?
training. She's
I
currently
don't know
beating
which one
Ryan.
is it, but it's definitely Super Smash.
She's doing a great job. Over here with monitors.
adorable.
So he's
Semi
just
taken
got
out
like
at the
a
moment.
bunch of
We
different
got
rooms
back into my
inside
actual
this
house. You don't
fucking.
get to go through there.
Yeah, but he's got like a streaming room, and then he's got
Oh,
like
wow.
a YouTube
Studio.
video room.
Nice room that when people
Yeah,
come to
different
visit,
room
they
for
can work on
everything.
Content with us. It's where they feel
Content
comfortable hanging out.
creation, and you want you
and
can
just
make
make it
your
an awesome
music.
space.
That's kind of it.
Which
I
is
mean,
why
that's
this
the
room
type
ended up
of
costing pretty much half the entire
thing
budget
you want to invest
of the whole
$500,000
studio.
into,
But we
you
had
know?
award-winning studio
Because Nick's
designer
work setup,
bless the
although it's
show,
fucking
come
fire,
and
it looks
design this place,
amazing.
and I think it
I
turned
just
out
feel
Gaming
like
setup,
that's what it
yeah.
is. It just
And we got
looks
cameras and
amazing.
mics set up
He
all
has
over the
mad
place. We
gaming
even
shit set up
wired the
everywhere, but this he could
walls
use to
be
his
able to plug
advantage.
extra cameras in. So these, what are these called? Mic panels? Wall panels? Wall panels. These wall panels that are normally for mics also have an HDMI plug-in that run all the way back to the streaming PC in the back of the room.
Wow.
And these monitors here are 1440p, 144 hertz
So he can
monitors
literally
for
stream
gaming.
right from his
So,
studio.
if you're a musician and you want to come record in the studio, you can stream when we're done laying your tracks down. And priority
Wow,
number 3,
that's
we
so
wanted this space to be
badass,
a very
man.
modern and simplistic studio. So while a lot of stuff in production is done in
Probably
the
has like a
box,
streaming
the few
PC,
things
you
that
know,
we
for
needed
that.
to do
A
analog,
different
like recording
PC to
vocals, for
monitor the other
example,
shits.
have a
Multiple PCs
premium
on top of all this
chain.
shit.
Like the outboard gear over here that the mics go through, I don't actually, Ryan knows what it does. I don't know what it does, but it's some crazy stuff. Plus, here in the vocal booth over here, you can see we've got 2 professional studio quality microphones. We got a Neumann as well as the Upton 251. This is
Bax Munch.
better music.
Oh, wow.
Like we wanted to create stuff in the
Jesus,
studio
doing
that you would
actual
expect to hear
fucking-
on the radio.
Yeah, this guy does
quality.
everything.
But not just like like better music. Like we wanted to create stuff in the studio that
He
you would
makes
expect to hear on the
$250,000 a
radio,
month. That's
and
insane.
then still release that music
Profit or,
as
you know,
copyrighted
the
music
gross or
videos.
net?
I have no idea. That's what Dopey just said.
Really happy with the
Yeah, no, no. So I was. There's a big
Whatever
difference.
it is. It's
I mean,
fucking
that
amazing.
is a hardcore.
Yeah, not really. If it
fucking-
costs you 240K, you know, 249K a month to make 250K, it's not
Yeah.
that much. So it depends on what he spends to make it.
It does depend on your overhead for sure. Like Mr. Beast talks about that all the time. How his overhead is literally every penny of his month check previous, which is
That's the
fucking
thing, like-
crazy.
Harris is making like
150K
stream beats, right? He's got to
passive
pay
income.
artists to make music.
$150,000 passive income. Hold on one second. Yo,
That's-
if you are new here and you have not joined the Discord, checked out the website, gotten involved in some way, drop a follow, jump into the Discord, get involved in the conversation. Come network with us. See if this is the place for you. But join the Discord, and we're doing a podcast every week, Wednesday or Friday. Every other week, Wednesday, Friday. So jump on in the Discord if you haven't. It's a good time. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just saying, like, if it depends on what, I mean, 150K passive is obviously, that'd be nice. But, like, it always depends on what you're spending to make that.
Yeah,
I know he's got to pay artists, right? Because he makes stream beats, right? Which is a brilliant idea. He puts out music for free.
How long ago did he come with this video? This video was recently, or?
I think he's
today.
still like finishing up the house.
It came out today, that video.
He's been building this house for like over a year now, I think.
So that's gonna be a major investment in itself, because now you could take away the time from, having to rent a studio to have that artist record there. You just, tell them to come to the crib. We got you with the spot.
Well, they've been recording in the basement since before it was even framed out.
Oh, damn.
I've seen some videos making fucking music in like bro, they've like hung shit up to deaden the sounds and done it in the basement when it was just concrete walls and 2x4s.
See, I don't know enough for that.
Yeah, man, I've been following Harris since I got into streaming because
I mean,
like if you need a review,
500K. I mean, come on, you had to sack up money for that.
Yeah, I mean, he's been doing this shit for a while, man. Like, he's like sponsored by Elgato, dude. Like, Elgato gives him everything for free to do a review. But lately, he's been getting away. Like, there is shit that's better than Elgato, and he was in love with the Stream Deck. What's better than? Well, not better than Elgato. Sorry, better than the Go XLR. There's some stuff that he's been talking about.
I've heard about
the Beacon Create
for price range and all that shit. Like,
it's also for it's also for USB, not Go XLR.
Oh, okay. That's a difference as well. It's a big difference.
It's a big difference, yeah. They're pretty cool though. I wish Go XLR had something like that. Like, it's nice because it's LCD, so like you can do a lot of like cool. I mean, look, it does the same shit. It just the Beacon looks cool. It doesn't have sliders. It has knobs, but it's got LED screens. It's a pretty cool looking thing. But if you have a Go XLR, I mean, Go XLR mics and USB mics, big difference in price range and in quality. Although he's compared to these Beacon, because Beacon has a mic and the mixer, he's compared it, and it's actually pretty good sounding for the price. Good sound. I think he got this close to the Shure.
I'm trying to get set up for the pass in a minute. My bad about the silence on my part.
Yeah, Dopey. I heard the same thing. That's he was saying the people that created the Go XLR left TC Helicon, and they're the ones who made the Beacon.
Ooh, that's cool. That would mean it's probably a pretty dope thing that they got.
Yeah, I mean, if they designed both of them, like I said, it serves. It's not like it's direct competition for the Go XLR, right? It doesn't do USB. I mean, it doesn't do. What is this thing called? XLR microphones. It only does USB and vice versa.
Well, the Go XLR does both, right? So the Beacon only does USB. Yeah, the Go XLR does both.
USB mic? Oh, I don't know why you would spend this kind of money for it.
That's why. That's what I tell everyone. There's no reason to use a USB plug. Dopey uses a USB plug, I think. I'm not positive. I'm pretty sure he does, right? Don't you?
He's probably got a Shure SM7B.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah, some crazy shit.
I just hate listening to customers complain that parts aren't available. Yeah, because they can't fix their shit. Nope, I have a Shure MV7. Nope, what does that mean?
See, told you.
Told you what?
Fucking $400 microphone. $500.
Yeah, but it's a USB microphone, right?
No, Go XLR. It's an XLR.
It is an XLR. It does both? Is that what it is? It does both?
Okay, it's SM. That's a MB7.
I don't even know
SM7.
how much my mic costs at this point. I have a RE320. I have the same microphone that guy fucking uses on oh god, Ethan from the what podcast is that? Shit, what is that guy's name? I know his name is Ethan, but I just can't think of what the podcast is.
I couldn't tell you.
Fuck. Anyway. All right. It can do both. Yeah. See, mine can't. Mine only does the XLR shit.
Yeah, mine just does XLR. That's it.
Let me look up my mic and see how much it goes for. I got it for cheaper than what it goes for.
I have a pod mic, Rode pod mic. It's not bad.
Bought my shit on Amazon.
$300.
I don't know what it is, but
That's my mic right there. Yeah.
What do you have, Clutch?
I don't know. It's some $60, $70 mic. This is one I use for my stream though, like to be able to properly in my stream. And this one I got my job, honestly, to be honest.
When you work from home, right?
Yeah, I have like a headset that I work from home, and this is the one I use. It feels like to me like a telemarketing headset.
Yeah.
I mean, as long as you guys hear me good, right?
You don't use the mic on the mic stand for the Discord calls?
I mean, I could set it up in that way, but I don't know. 'Cause honestly, you guys always say that I sound fine with this setting that I have right now. So I'm just afraid to like switch it over, and then it just sounds worse.
Honestly, I was actually, so not to get like too sidetracked on audio, but I was like listening to some stuff from my mic because Hazy always says it sounds like shit, but it's only, I actually hear it on Hazy's stream. I had turned it on before and it does sound kind of shitty, but I think it's something on your end, because on my stream and on somebody else's stream, that I was on, I checked out both the VODs and it sounds fine, which is weird. So I don't know if it's just like a weird routing thing or just the Discord.
Both of you guys sound perfectly fine to me, on my end at least.
I listened to it on Hazy's. I just unmuted the stream, but I could hear it.
Yo, Forbidden Love, thank you so much for the 2 months, and thank you so much for showing up to the podcast. You said you were gonna be sleeping, so you made it, and I'm super grateful. Shout out for Forbidden Love. Yes, we got her, Yanni. Thank you for that. Forbidden Love, thank you for the 2-month streak. I appreciate you.
So, but you need there's something, I forget what it's called, but you're supposed to put it in line with that mic to boost the power. Right. For like a Echo XLR and stuff.
Threes to the Dome just went live. So we are going to start to wrap things up here. I hope everybody had a good time bullshitting with us tonight. We want to start.
Oh, guys, we got an idea.
Yeah.
Go ahead. So we're thinking about doing this thing. I think you see it on ESPN and stuff, right? Where we just kind of have a list of preset topics that we're kind of run through. So we may, we're trying to figure out how to do it. That I don't know if we've got too many details ironed out, but we might open it up to the Discord for some suggestions on topics, right?
Yeah. So 1, maybe 2 episodes out of the month, we'll take on topics that we'll each give our individual opinions on, right? And then discuss the opinions with each other. Maybe create a couple uncomfortable arguments for the content. Who knows? But that's
try to
the
find
idea.
some stuff that not everybody agrees on. Everybody has like polar opposite opinions and stuff.
Yeah, find some things that are a bit more controversial, a little bit more mainstream, whatever, really. But we just want to start opening it up outside of games as much, but do all different types of things that.
We're also, if I'm not mistaken, I think we want to get some feedback from everybody here. So we're talking about stuff that you guys want to hear us talk about, not just what we think you want to hear us talk about.
Yeah, exactly. Just have me join. Forbidden Love, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Good night.
See, I'm usually that one. I'm usually the one that has to throw like a weird statement out there.
But we can definitely get some
Change up the
topics
idea.
going. We'll have it figured out soon, and then we'll start to incorporate those things in the week previous to the episode, right? So that way, we know what we're doing.
Yeah, we
But
got time to figure in what we're talking about.
But we also do want to have guests on that are, either pushing for partner, have something cool that they're working on, a cool idea. They're a good digital artist and they want to get their name out there. I mean, anything, right? We want to have something to talk about and people to interview that others want to see, right? We want you guys to be interested in what we're doing. So we're going to do it based on what you want. So let's we'll talk more about that, right?
Yeah, I think we got to try to iron out some detail, like some minor details,
Add an underscore,
like guests and stuff.
100%.
Yes, topic.
Like, do we want to just keep it like streaming related, or do we want to try to branch out?
No, we're going all out.
That's what I'm saying. We want to go. Be a little crazy.
Yeah.
Just like today, like how we were talking
guess.
about different shit. Yeah.
No, I mean like guess wise, like do we want to try to bring in just streamers, or like how far do we want to try to branch out with outside of?
I would bring anything. I would bring anybody in here because streaming is not just about games, right? Streaming it can be about anything. So maybe yes, they're a streamer, but it doesn't have to be gaming. You know what I mean? Like they're in they're in a space, right? In the space. I am looking up at them, actually, Deadly. On the screen right now, I am. It's bad. I shouldn't be. I should be looking down. But when I look down, I'm looking at the OBS. Up is the actual screen. All right, guys.
All right.
Yo, I've seen that guy before.
Great one.
Mr. Crunch said he would?
I think I have.
Said he would what?
Yes.
Come on to the podcast? We could talk about his military stuff, or what are we talking about? I'd be down. What are we talking about?
That's kind of definitely a good, interesting topic.
What are we talking about? For sure, I'm down. Let's talk about it.
Reveal the secrets on how you met Munch. Let's see his point of view, right? I don't know.
Get down to the nitty gritty.
Let's get down to the nitty gritty.
Oh, good.
All right, guys. Thanks for being here tonight. I really do appreciate everybody. I hope to talk to you all soon. Enjoy your night. Much love. Peace out.
Good night.
Have a good one, everybody.